Hello, good morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Let me share the screen. Then we'll wait for a minute and we'll start. You are able to see the screen, right? Okay, we are discussing regarding industrial relations. What is industrial relations and what are the advantages? What is the different function of industrial relations? Why this problem arises? So we all basic concept we had discussed, and we went through some definition, characteristics, functions, different approach. We also discuss what are the different organization phases and what are the different organization follows different approaches to maintain a good relation between employees and employer. Today we'll discuss more on organization and the recognition of trade union. We also discuss the trade union, how the trade unions are recognized in the organization. I'll go through directly this slide. These things we discussed about the functions of trade unions. The functions are mainly towards the members, towards the organization, and the union activities towards themselves within the union and the society. You remember all these 4 points, and there are sub points written inside. Then we thought of to discuss on the recognition. Trade unions is said to be recognized once an employer has agreed to negotiate with it in pay and working condition on behalf of the particular group of workers. That means when an organization is recognized certain groups, that means suppose ତମର ଗୋଟେ company ଅଛି, you are the owner, ତମେ ମାଲିକ, ତମେ recognize କରୁଛ this is my union. ଯେଉଁ ଲୋକମାନେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, they are registered under that union. Once that recognized, then that trade union is registered and they have a proper body of society, the president, secretary, and they have a discipline. That is a big organization. That itself and a company itself. That means they have rules and regulations. They have members coming and going. They have people to maintain their register, maintain their member list. So those kind of organizations are known as recognized trade unions. So we'll understand that the collective bargaining you see, the union is a trade union is a tool for collective bargaining. What is collective bargaining? We will understand more detail. For now, you remember one thing. Collective bargaining means suppose you have a problem. You have a problem in your salary or timings. You yourself alone cannot fight with the management. If the same problem have 15 people or 10 people or a bunch of people, then your union is fighting on behalf of you. So that is collective bargaining. So the process of collective bargaining is different. Is you will understand how you'll put how the union will bargain with the management. So that is a lengthy process. You will understand each and everything in the future class. So that is known as collective bargaining is one tool, one mechanism, one activity for the trade union. And this is very important for your exam perspective, collective bargaining. And I was telling about organization. There are different aspects impacting the organization, like different economical environment. The term economic environment refers to all external economic factors that influence buying habits of the consumer. Suppose ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବହୁତ ଦାମ ହେଇଗଲା ଲୋକ କିଣିବେନି, ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବହୁତ ଶସ୍ତା ହେଇଗଲା ଲୋକ ବେଶୀ କିଣିବେ. So buying habits of the consumer depends on the price. There are different economic factors of the country, of the society, and business, and therefore affect the performance of the company. That also affect the performance of the organization. Term economic environment refers to all the external economic factors and influence buying habits of the consumer and business, therefore affect the performance of the company. These economic factors are different, like bigger economic factor, smaller economic factor. In economics, we have macro and micro. So there are different factors controlling the pricing of the country, of the product. So that will influence the business, the organization. There are factors often beyond the company's control. Something the company cannot manage or cannot control itself. It is outside the company's purview. These factors are often beyond the company's control and may be either large scale. Large scale is micro, or small scale is micro. Macro and micro. The economic environment consists of microeconomic and macroeconomic factors. So we'll understand these are the factors. What are the factors under this? So those factors are influencing the organization whether is performing better or not performing better based on the different factors. And what are these factors? Macro factor and micro factor. So there are different points we'll read on this each factor. So, what is influencing the organization? Macro factor. This microeconomic environment refers to things that affect the entire economy. We understood these are the bigger factors. That means it affects the entire economy of the country, of the world. Suppose there is a war, there is something, there is a cyclone, or there is drought in the country, or there is something natural calamities. So that is impacting the business. Microeconomic is concerned with general and large scale economic factors such as unemployment, income, inflation, interest rate, tax rate, currency exchange rate, saving rate, consumer condition, recession. So these are the factors influencing the organization. You take any example, suppose the country is going through a bigger inflation, bigger recession, or it has a big problem of unemployment. People are not working. People are not getting jobs, so they don't have salary. So that will influence their buying capacity. People will not buy anything. So indirectly that is impacting the business. So your sales will come down. Suppose there is a tax rate. How tax rate is influencing? If government is charging bigger tax, then business has to give bigger money to the government. If it is smaller tax, then small money. So the profitability of business, the productivity of business depends on the tax rate. Similarly, currency exchange rate. The rupee's value against the outside currency, the dollar, saving rate, consumer confidence level. So all these things are impacting the business, whether they are more confident or more not more confident. Their income level, their employment, unemployment, inflation rate. So all these are bigger micro macroeconomic environment. This is impacting the business, and most of the times the organization has no control on this issue, but it is influencing the organization productivity. Similarly, the smaller issue like micro. What are the micro issues? Microeconomic factors do not affect the whole economy. It is very much localized or smaller issue. It is not affecting the entire country, entire economy. There are some examples here given in the microeconomic factor that may influence the business. Size availability of market. Suppose you are producing something and you are not able to sell those items in that area you are producing because you have not studied properly the market. So where you can sell this product, whatever you are producing, what is the market, the size of the market, the demand for the company product or services. Suppose the demand is less. You are producing winter garment, but the country has no winter. It is a summer country. the demand is less. Or you are producing the same winter garment in the summer season, summer garment in the winter season. So based on the demand, the people will buy. So all these things are microeconomics, means smaller issues which is influencing the business. Competition. Suppose you are producing something or you have one industry next to you, there is another industry and the same production. You never planned that competition. There are multiple industries in the same line. There is a big competition in the same product what you are producing. So competition is also influencing the business. Availability and quality of supply. Whoever supplying the raw material, they are not available. Their availability also influencing. Reliability of the company distribution chain, how it gets product to the customer. The distribution chain means ତମେ production ରେ involve ଅଛ, ତମେ ଜିନିଷଟା produce କଲା ପରେ you are giving to the wholesaler or dealer. Dealer is giving the retailer. Retailer is giving to the retailer is selling to the customer. That whole things from production to customer is called distribution chain. So you don't have proper distribution chain, or you are not able to rely on the distribution chain. So that also influencing your business. So these are the microeconomic factors that may influence the business. So we understand two things, macro and micro. Macro is the bigger things which influencing the whole economy, whole country. Micro is the smaller thing within the business where you have control. You can do something. For example, you have a better distribution chain, you have a better service, and you have studied the market size. Based on that, you will create the market. So all these things are influencing the business. There are some example given in the these two slides, 12 and 13. We'll go to the next slide where we'll understand employers organization and employers association. This employers organization is what? Employers organization is a collective organization of manufacturers, retailers, or other employer of wage labor. Employers organization seek to coordinate the behavior of their member companies in matter of the mutual interest, such as during the negotiation with the trade unions or government bodies. Employers organization operates like trade union and promote the economic and social interest of its members of organization. So these are nothing but trade union. Different unions. So unions can form within the employee, within the employer. So when these are the bigger association with the retailers, with the manufacturers, with the other employer, wage labor. Employers organizations are formal group of employers set up to defend, represent, or advise affiliated employers are and to strengthen their position in the society at large with the respect of the labor matter. Suppose in big organization, but ବଡ଼ organization ତମେ ଦେଖିଛ ସେଥିରେ different department ଅଛି. Sales department, production department, purchase department, manufacturing department. And each department there are different employers. There are hundreds of people who are working in each department. They are employees. Within them they have different organization, different society, different unions. Those are called employer organizations. They may conclude collective agreement, but this is not a formal role and cannot be an element of their definition. Unlike trade unions, which are composed of individual persons, employees organizations are composed of enterprise. So there is a little difference between trade unions and employer organizations. Trade unions are consisting of individual employee. People who are working, they are a member of the trade union. Employers organization, as I was telling, they represent department, different groups, employers. Most legal definition of a trade union apply to them. The Trade Union Act 1926 includes its purview both association of workers as well as the employers. It is very much similar to trade union, but there is a difference between the membership. Employer organization is consisting all the employers groups, where the trade union is consisting individual members. The main objective of the employer organization are similar, though they may vary and extend in the matter of details for organization to deal with the labor problem from the employer's point of view, as rightly pointed out Mr. Tata. Mr. Tata is one scientist who was given a lot of definition, lot of meaning, lot of theory on the employer's organization. Employer organization is required to develop healthy and stable industrial relations. So the relations between the employee and employer will be steady when they have a good relations. Good relations between the employer and employee. And once they have good relations, that will promote different issues from the employee. Collective bargaining, I was telling, promotes collective bargaining at different level, bring unified employers viewpoint on the issues of industrial relations to the government in a concerned manner, represents in the meeting in Indian Labour Conference, any meeting from the different worldwide meeting, Indian International Labour Conference, ILC. So there some representation is required from each organization. Standing Member Committee, SLC, in the conformity with the tripartite approach. What is tripartite? Tripartite is something I was telling different parties. There are two parties. जे employee काम करते organization and employer. These are primarily two parties. And sometimes government is also involved. So these are three person in this relationship. Employee, employer, and government. So any agreement ଭିତରେ କିଛି ଚୁକ୍ତିନାମା ହେଲେ that is called tri-party approach. There are three parties to the labor matter. Any problem, any conflict. So mainly these three parties are involved in maximum in all conflict, all problem happens between employees and employer. Represent in the meeting of Indian level. So there are representative from all organization, all section, like representative from employees, employer, and government. The Standing Labor Committee (SLC) in the conformity with the tripartite approach to labor matter. Employees associations are formed to promote and protect interest of employees in trade and industry. So this is the objective of the employer organization, employees organization. And this is very much similar to trade union. Only the membership is varying. Employees in the employers organization, the members are the group, the association, the department head, whereas in the trade union the members are individual. That is the main difference, but most of the rules and regulations are applicable in both the cases. Collective bargaining is one important topic in this trade union that we will read in the another class. Maybe that will take one more class. So where you will get a lot of questions. What is collective bargaining? Why it is required? What is the meaning? And the process within the collective bargaining. Who represent, how it happens, how it's set up. Everything we'll read in one class. Till now, what we discussed, the different union, the basic concept of different union, what are the functions of trade union, and recognition of trade union, and organization, what are the different factors affecting the organization, macro factor, the bigger issues which is influencing the economy, influencing the organization, the smaller issue which is influencing the organization but not influencing the economy within the organization. That is called micro factor. So we understood both the things. In the next class, tomorrow we'll go through the same topic. We'll revise it and we'll go some advanced topic on this chapter. Today you will give the name and roll number in your chat box for your attendance. We'll collect from there. I think you all got your roll number in the group. We'll continue this class for another 3, 4. Then we'll We also left that general management class after 4 class. They will continue that also. So maybe simultaneously we'll do alternatively one by one. And I am looking another slot, another time slot where we can speed up and complete the level quickly. Thank you.